Have Daru order pizza while Chris and I go shopping for snacks. Akiba has always had a lack of supermarkets. That hasn't changed even with the anime stores gone. After we finish shopping, Chris and I walk along the evening streets. She looks like she's got something to say. She keeps stealing glances at me. She frowns like she didn't expect that question. Finally, she faces it this way.
まさか人間は根源的に時間的存在者であるハイデガーの言葉よ。あんたが実験はしないと決めてくれた時、私はむしろほっとした。誰か止める人がいてくれなかったらありがとう。
What's this? Gratitude? Does she have a fever? Put my hand on her forehead to check. Chrissy twitches.
おい、何してる？
熱があるせいで女子らしいことを言い出したのかと思ってな。
I drop my hand.
別にあんたに感謝してるわけじゃないからな。
Voice is louder than it should be, and several people glance at us. Chrissy blushes and hangs her head. If Dada were here, he'd probably get all excited and say, "Real tsundere, sweet."
とにかく
Chrissy clears her throat and returns to her usual sour expression.
形式的にお礼を言っただけだから勘違いしないで。
勘違いなどするものか。俺は当然のことをしたまでだからな。ラボ面ナンバー001であり、ラボの設立者であるこの俺、法王院教魔が最も優先するのだ。だからお前は感謝する必要はない。
世界に混沌をもたらすとか言ってるくせに。
ラボ面は俺の味方であり、世界は俺の敵である。
呆れて言葉も出ない。あんたって独善的すぎ。
言葉なら出ているではないか。
上げ足取るな。
It's quite mysterious, really. It's only been 2 weeks since Chrissy and I met. Yet it already feels natural for us to be walking together, exchanging banter like this. Perhaps pooling our efforts to create something new, dangerous though it might be, has brought us closer together. I admit that her knowledge and skills are impressive. I'd like her to remain at the lab if at all possible, but she said she's going back to America this month. It's already the 13th, so I wonder when she plans to return. I decide to ask her.
そういえば飛行機のチケット取るの忘れてた。
Huh? What'd she say before that? Ah, yeah. Okay, whatever.
電話レンジの改良に夢中になりすぎてたわ。
タイムリープマシンを公表すれば世間は大騒ぎになる。セルン告発もしなければならない。
あ、そうか。となるとママに電話しておかないと。
Looks like things are going to get busy. Naturally, I want Chrissy to stay with us in the end. To the end. A little bit after we return to the lab, Maida gets back.
ただいま。
Seems Maida went to Lukaku's. Suzuha showed up a few minutes later, and our development council comes to order. Daru ordered 3 fucking pizzas. They also line up all the snacks we bought on the table. It's just like the party we had a few days ago to cheer up Suzuha. Maida wanted to decorate the room, but since everyone's tired, I dismissed it as unnecessary. Looks like Suzuha managed to retrieve her jacket from Mr. Braun.
いやー、やばかった。あのままだとさ、露出狂として一日を過ごす羽目になるとこだったよ、私。
The Braun Tube workshop's closed. Suzuha made sure the 42-inch CRTV was turned off, so there's no need to fear any malfunction from the time leap machine. A heavy sigh escapes my throat. I realize that I've been tense and nervous since the time leap machine was completed. Now I can finally relax. The topic of the time leap machine has become taboo. Even Kurisu doesn't bring it up during the meeting.
ダル、お前なぜこの前と全く同じ種類のピザを注文したのだ？
Labeled the pizza boxes to find the exact same ones he got for Suzuha's party.
ズバリ僕の好み。
Naturally, I am not amused.
おかり、おかり。
You don't fucking get the same pizza. Look, Here's what you do. You get fucking one flavor of each pizza. Dude. You get the chicken one, you get the meat lovers, you get the supreme, and if there's boring cunts at your party, you get the cheese for those boring cunts so they can fuck off to their little corner and have their cheese pizza alone.
ヘリスちゃんや
That's
ルカ
how
ち
it
ゃんにも
works.
ね声をかけたんだけど今日は無理って言われちゃった
Fuck you, cheese pizza eaters. Fuck you. You don't just have cheese pizza, you gotta put something on it.
そうか。何か用事でもあったのか。
フェリスちゃんは今日はライネットの大会。
しまった、応援行きそびれた。なんという不覚。
あとね、ルカちゃんはなんだか恥ずかしそうにしてたよ。
ここに来たらまたマユリのコスを着させられるって思ったんじゃない？
コスプレの件か？もしかしてまだ説得できていないのか？
And what was the point of completing the costume?
恥ずかしいんだって。可愛いは正義なのに。
可愛いは正義ってそんな言葉が流行ってるんだ。
クリスちゃんもね、可愛いよね。
Lizzie doesn't know how to react. She blushes and Mayuri starts teasing her like a drunk old man. There's no alcohol at this party, of course.
ねえねえ、今度のコミマに出てみない？新作は無理だけどね、去年作ったブラチューのセーラ覚醒後バージョンコスがあるんだ。多分ね、サイズはクリスちゃんにちょうど合うと思うし。
私がコスプレか。
Lucy looks conflicted, then she murmurs.
ちょっと興味ある。
She sure could have fooled us before, pretending to have no interest in otaku culture.
でも私も人前に出るのはお断りだから。
着るだけでいいよ。でもね、そのうちみんなに見てもらいたくなるよ。コスプレにはそうさせる魔物さんが住んでるんだ。
The cosplay demon?
そういえばクリスちゃんっていつも可愛い制服着てるよね。でもこんな制服都内にあったっけ？
ああ、これ
Lucy lifts up her necktie.
2週間だけアヤメインに逆留学みたいなことしてたんだけど、そこの制服を改造してきてるの。
ああ、アヤメインなんだ。あそこの制服もともと可愛いもんね。でもクリスちゃんの改造センスはね、すごくいいかも。明日コス持ってくるね。そしたら試着してくれる？
いいわ。
Looks like Carissa approves the cuteness is justice philosophy.
撮影会は何時からですか？
相変わらず橋田は変態道を邁進中だな。
だってブラチューのセーラっしょ。あれって確かパンモロだぞ。
パンモロ？
パンツがモロに見えているの略。
嘘。
大丈夫だよ。クリスちゃんは知らないかもだけどね、パンツじゃないから恥ずかしくないもんって。
いやいや、恥ずかしいでしょ。
絶対来てね。絶対だよ。やめといた方がいいんじゃないかな。
Here we fucking go. Suzuha speaks her tone sharp. She's scowling at Karisu again. Suddenly the atmosphere in the room changes.
マキセクリスを信じると痛い目に遭うよ。
それどういう意味？
Naturally, my strong-willed assistant isn't one to back down from a fight. Sparks fly between the
この前
girls.
から思ってたんだけど、私あなたに何かした？
直接は何も。でも私、君のしたこと。
何よ、私がしたことって。後ろめたいことは何もしてない。
でしょうね。でも私、知ってるんだから。
へえ、すごい。私の心の中を覗いたんだ。
装置なんてないよ。強いて言うなら
つまり言いがかりってことか。
事実だってば。
Uh-oh, we've got a situation here. Miley clings to me with teary
二
eyes.
人を止めて。
この場を丸く収められるのはこの法王院京馬しかいないようだな。
Alright, here's the true question. Hot pants or biker pants? Hot pants or yoga pants? Whatever the fuck she's got on. That's the true question. That's the true battle. Hot pants, yoga pants. Which fucking one will win? I insert myself between the two girls.
二人ともここは引け。この勝負法王院京馬が預かる。
They both glare at me. Although I'm afraid for my life, I harden my resolve. The mission must succeed. First, I focus on Kurisu.
助手よ、俺はお前をそのように育てた覚えはないぞ。
育てられた覚えもない。
マッドサイエンティストを目指す上で最も必要なことを教えてやろう。
聞いてない。なるつもりもない。
Next, I switch focus to Suzuha.
戦士よ、お前がラグナロックにおいて戦うべきは
岡部倫太郎には忠告したよね。マキセ・クリスには気をつけてって。
ちょ
You're going to mention that here
へ
now?
え。どういうことよ、岡部。
The eyes are like laser beams boring into my skull. I want nothing more than to flee for my life. Mayuri's watching me anxiously. Need to defuse the situation.
お前たちどちらも引くつもりはないようだな。ならば好きなだけやり合うがいい。戦って戦って戦い抜いて、その後河原で握手して友情を芽生えさせるがいい。だがな、将来社会に出る時のためにこれだけは自覚しておけ。お前たちは二人とも空気が読めない。
うるさい。
Getting yelled at by both of them at the same time sent shivers down my spine. It's coming. I quickly seized my right arm.
よりによってこんな時に静まれ、俺の右手。
Turn around and head back to Mayuri.
まゆり、すまない。このままだと俺は二人を傷つけてしまう。だからあとは任せた。
Mayuri puffs her cheeks out and goes over to the two girls.
二人とも聞いて。マユシーはね、喧嘩は嫌いなのです。仲良くしようよ。
Hearing this, the two combatants reluctantly comply. I expected this would happen. Mayuri's the oil that keeps the gears of this lab churning along. Throbbing in my right arm dissipates. Lado comes over to chat with Suzuhan. Gradually, peace returns to the lab. Kurisu's in the development room making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. Pepper. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the prices of popular items at high-class restaurants. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating.
ねえねえ、オカリ？
ん？
Mayuri slowly looks around the lab, smiling all the
な
while.
んだかね、ここ何週間かですごく賑やかになったね。
ああ、確かに。
I established the future gadget laboratory around the time I entered college. It was the first step in my plan to bring chaos to the world. That was around the middle of March this year, which means it's been almost 5 months. Not half a month after it was established, Mayuri showed up. I'm still not sure why, and became a lab member. About a month, it was just me and Mayuri. Then, in early May, I finally got Daru to join. All it took was telling him that the lab was just a 3-minute walk from Meiko. This location on the outskirts of Akiba has always been quiet. Mayuri isn't the type to object every little thing that, like Kurisu, or the type to make dumb jokes like Daru, so the lab was very peaceful back in those days. It's quite a pleasant place to be. Now the lab mem count has increased to 8. It happened in the blink of an eye, or so it seems. They didn't come today, but Rukako visits occasionally, and Fairness is a familiar face at May Queen, or at least she was before May Queen disappeared. I remember feeling out of place the first time I came to it, but now it's like a second home.
楽しいね。
Mayuri too seems pleased by the increase in lab members.
あのね、ラボ面が8人に増えたでしょ。ちょっと狭くなってきたなって。 マユシーは思うんだ。まずね、椅子が足りないのです。
The sofa only has room for two. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. Those are the only chairs in the lounge. There's some pipe chairs in the development room. They need to stay there.
買ってこなくちゃだよ。おかりんはお金ある？
椅子を買うと貯金が底をつく。
Then I need to get a part-time job again.
じゃあマユシーのバイト代もちょっと出していい？あとはね、電子レンジ。
ああ、それはすまん。
Cutting off Mayuri's chicken supply might actually kill her.
だがマユリ、タイムリープマシンを譲渡して謝礼をもらえば問題は全て解決する。
椅子と電子レンジの代金とちょっぴり上がっちゃったお家賃を払えるぐらいは。
もらえるさ。もっともらえる。
そうなんだ。よかったね、おかり。
なぜそんなに嬉しそうなんだ？
だってお友達たくさんできたもん。ダルくんでしょ、クリスちゃんでしょ、ルカちゃんでしょ、すずさん、萌香さん、フェリスちゃん、店長さん、なえちゃん、他にも他にも。
She gazes wistfully into the distance.
春の頃はおかりんはとっても寂しそうだったけど、もう大丈夫だね。マユシーが人質じゃなくても。
それはどういう？
What do you mean? I try to ask, but before I can finish, an urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. Subtitles read, Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote, Sobu, Heihin, Tohoku Line.
爆破テロ予告？
つうか全部秋葉原駅通ってるじゃん。マユシ帰れないんじゃね？
本当だ。家に電話しなくちゃ。
Bomb threat. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this. Many of the lines passing through Akihabara are suspended, as if that were the target. Wait, could that be it? Could the bomb be at Akihabara Station? I get a cold feeling in my stomach.
岡部倫太郎、一つ聞かせて。タイムリープマシンは？
は？おお。
そっか。私用事思い出したからちょっと出かけてくる。
Suzuha leaves the lab without another word.
何なの彼女。
Suzuha's acting strange. Is it related to the bomb threat? Why'd she just ask about the time leak machine? Something occurs to me. The two threatening emails I received. We're watching you. Know too much. Who sent them? There's more. Words and images flash through my head. CERN. LHC. Jellyman. Z program. Government secrets. The organization. Oh my god, let's call every. Hold on. Fuck! I think she's just saying dinner's ready. Whatever. She can wait. Wait, no, I gotta tell her. Fuck! Fucking hell, dude. It's been way too long. It's already dinner time. Committee of 300, the time leak machine. What did Chrissy say?
私たちひょっとするととんでもないものを作っちゃったかもしれない。
Taken separately, each of these elements was insignificant. But if I consider them part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart in an icy grip. I can feel anxiety eating at my brain. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. Should we run? Get out while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Would a taxi be better? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly, there's a softness against my hand. I look down and see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. It's okay. Just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Tomorrow we'll get rid of the time leak machine. Then we can forget that all of this has happened. Pretend it was just a dream. We never invented a time machine. I don't need money. As long as we can forget about today and welcome tomorrow. We'll be okay, won't we? My anxiety doesn't go away. I look over Mairi's head at the entrance to the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz right in. I hear sirens wailing a few streets away. Bomb threat has Akiba in an uproar. Yet here in our corner of Akiba, it's so quiet. Mairi squeezes my hand with her warm, slender fingers, and I squeeze back. Next thing I know, the door slams open. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional. Each of them is carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. It all happens so fast, no one has time to scream. The men are foreigners, a mix of races, dressed casually in colourful shirts and shorts or jeans. Their arms are thick with muscle and their eyes are hard and cold as ice. 2 of them are holding pistols, the other 3 have assault rifles. AK-47s in Akiba? Is this some kind of joke? One thing is certain, these guys aren't tourists. Dark-skinned, crew-cut man barks an order. It feels like I'm dreaming. Did I fall asleep watching an action movie? This is the first time so many people have gathered in this room. Suddenly the lab feels small. What an odd thing to be thinking about at a time like this. First to obey is Daru. Then Kurisu raises her hands. Then me. Last is Mairi. Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing, but their guns remain steady, muzzles pointed at us. On the TV, a comedian laughs. What is this? One candid camera? Then I hear a new sound coming from outside. The sound of high heels. A woman is coming up the stairs. Are these men waiting for her? Is she their leader? A squad of battle-hardened commandos led by a beautiful woman. It's like something out of a manga. Nothing seems real. Before long, the woman appears.
Kiryu Moeka.
The part-time editor. The male demon, shining figure who's never seen without her phone. Lab Mem 005. Moeka? She's their leader? What the fuck, dude? The least imposing woman I've ever met. Even now she doesn't meet my stare. Her eyes are aimed down at the floor. What's going on here?
タイムマシーンを回収させてもらう。
As always, her words are barely audible. It's ridiculous, laughable, and yet I can't laugh. My heart's a jackhammer in my chest. The inside of my mouth is drier than a desert. I stay still with my hands in the air.
牧瀬クリス、岡部銀太郎、橋田至3名については我々と一緒に来てもらう。
I don't understand. Why is Moeka here? I don't know, but I have to
どう
ask.
いうことだ。
答えられない。
冗談だろ。
Moeka shakes her
あな
head.
たたちに答える必要はない。抵抗は許されない。とにかく。
どこへだ。
No reply. She doesn't intend to answer that either. Dangerous. These guys are dangerous. Look at their guns. Nothing good can happen if we go with them. I try to refuse, but my voice catches in my throat. I can't stop staring at their guns. Are they real? Not gonna start shooting, are they?
理由と行き先を教えてもらわない限り。
拒否することは認めない。あなたたちに逃げ場はないわ。私たちの仲間はすでに秋葉原中に散らばっている。
Wait, something clicks in my head. It was them. They set the bomb threat. They stopped the trains. Why? To keep us here? Just for
手
that?
荒な真似はしたくない。3人とも一緒に来て。なんで
Risu has kept silent until now, finally opens her mouth.
3人なの？
That's when I realized that Mairi wasn't included in Moeka's demand. She only wants Kurisu, Daru, and
何
me.
を聞かれてもあなたたちはただついてくればいい。
Not getting anywhere.
おかりん
Daru's voice is shaking. I turn my head to look at him. He's deathly pale.
とりあえず言うこと聞いとくべきじゃね。
だが目的を言ってもらわないと。
Honestly, I have no idea what to do. My heart's still fluttering in my chest. This seems more like a dream than real. I'm not a military otaku. I've never seen a real gun. The black shine of their weapons looks somehow tacky. They lack the imposing feeling you'd expect. I'd believe her if she told me they were fake. Mairi suddenly speaks up.
マ カさんはラボメン仲間だよね。
As if Miley asked my question for me. Mocha was a strange woman, but I welcomed her as a lab mem all the same. What's she thinking right now? Answer. Mocha pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. I realize that Mocha isn't holding her phone. This is the first time I've seen her without it. Not like that matters now. Mocha's gun hand is trembling. Is the situation affecting her too? Must be. She's terrified of talking to
一
people.
緒に来てもらうのはあなたたちの口を封じるため。
Silence
それ
us?
は拒否しても変わらない。
Does that mean she plans to kill us? Why? What did we do?
一体誰の差し金だ。
私たちは
Mocha suddenly lifts her head, but perhaps the third time since I've known her, she looks straight at me. Her eyes are dark and
セ
empty.
ルンの
Son?
M4
Dark-skinned man speaks up. Is he addressing Mocha?
口を慎め。
Mocha hangs her head again. In my head, I replay the words she just spoke. CERN. They're from CERN? Why CERN? Of course, who else could it be?
3
My
人
god,
とも
Mocha's a double agent! Oh, Allah! Mocha raises her voice in
これ以
frustration.
上拒否するなら嫌でも行きたくなるようにするから。
Mocha slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at... My she does! My whole body instantly goes
椎
cold.
名眉毛は必要ない。
よせ。
I lunge at Mocha, but the dark-skinned man is faster. Something strikes my chin with crushing force. The shock numbs my entire body. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall to my knees, powerless to stand. Everything goes dark. What happened? Did he hit me with the butt of his rifle? I look up. Mairi, face streaked with tears, is reaching out to me as if begging for help. Over her shoulder, I see Mocha ready her gun. Try to yell stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. Someone, anyone, please stop her. Stop Mocha. Mocha's lips move. She's mumbling
セ
something.
ルンのために FP のためにセルンのために FP の
Mouth opens and closes robotically. My blood curdles. No! What you say? That you want me, man. Well, yeah, because a sharp, dry crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Mocha pulled the trigger. Blood spurts from Mairi's forehead. It splashes across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls toward me. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose, and then the smell of blood. Daru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. The sound jerks me back to my senses. In my arms, Mairi takes one short, shallow breath. And then...
まゆみ。
She's dead. Mairi's dead. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm.
もう一度言う。3人ともこれ以上の警告はしない。抵抗するなら
I hear a voice.
あな
I
たたちも
can't
殺す。
comprehend what it's saying. What is this? What's going on here? Is this a joke? I may have created a monster here. This is a dream, right? Right? I feel nothing. My mind is blank. I shake Mairi's shoulder. Mairi? Wake up, Mairi. Catch a cold if you sleep there. You're tired. You can stay overnight. Or I can take you home if you prefer. We'll ride the train back to Ikebukuro together, like we used to before Daru joined, when it was just the two of us. Memories of her smile whirl through my head, 1,000 different smiles from 1,000 different occasions. If I look away, she'll disappear. She always disappears.
もう大丈夫だね。マユシーが人質じゃなくても。
No, Mairi, I still need you. Laugh at me, like you always do. Greet me with your silly doo-doo-doo. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me you're alright. Mairi. Red flames consume my mind, an inferno of rage and hate and rage and hate and burning desire to kill everything. Fuck it all. I gently lay the motionless mighty on the floor. I stand up, and then I fling myself at Moeka. Before I can take a step, someone grabs my hand from behind. Moeka's gun is aimed at my head. My finger's already on the trigger.
抵抗するなら岡部お願い今は従ってこのままじゃあんたも殺される
I tear my hand from Kurisu's grip. My vision is a tunnel with Moeka on the other side. She won't get away with this. She killed Mairi in cold blood. I'll do the same to her. Moeka pulls the trigger. The sound of the shot smites upon my eardrums. I feel a sharp pain on the side of my head. I nearly lose my balance again. But I'm still alive. What happened? I realize that Moeka's gun is lying at her feet. Beside it is a small stone. Someone must have thrown it and knocked her gun aside. Suddenly, part-time warrior is there in the doorway, knocking one man down in the blink of an eye. Before anyone can react, she darts into another man's range and delivers a piercing elbow strike to his solar plexus. The man drops to his knees, gasping for air. The remaining men turn their guns on her, but she throws the incapacitated men toward them to block their aim. Then she slides into the feet of a man at the rear, tripping her forward, and in a single smooth flowing motion drives her knee into the man's face as he falls. The dark-skinned man aims his rifle, but before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without pausing, Suzuha leaps into the air and delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to his jaw. The next thing I know, the firemen are down and Moeka's gun is aimed at Suzuha's face. But Suzuha doesn't back down. Her gun is trained on Moeka's neck. In a standoff, neither moves. Silence returns to the room.
42
Suzuha's reply makes no sense. She glanced at me.
テレビ
What's she saying?
検討済み何を
Suddenly, Kurisu springs up and makes a break for the development room.
動くなそれはこっちのセリフ
I suddenly realize the meaning of Suzuha's words. 42-inch TV downstairs. It's on. She wants me to use the time leak machine? I look at Mairi's body. She's lying there quietly. Her eyes are closed. They'll never open again. One of the men Suzuha knocked out starts to moan. If they wake up, it's all over. Suzuha looks at me again. Her eyes implore me to make my move. If I use the machine, I can avert Mairi's death. But at the same time, it could fry my brain. Fry my brain? So what? What is there to fear? Mairi's dead, shot in cold blood. This isn't right. I won't accept it. Then change it. Change the past. You have the power. Use it! You dumb fucking cuck! I stagger into the development room. Kurisu's about to put on the headgear. I pull it away from her.
岡部
I grab Kurisu's wrist as she tries to take it back. I stare into her eyes wet with tears.
もし失敗したら
I ignore her and put on the headgear. Moeka's last shot grazed the side of my head. My ears are still ringing and there's blood on my neck. It doesn't matter. I might fail. I might even die. But I have to try. It's my only chance to save Mairi. Kurisu bites her lip and activates the X-68000.
やらせるか
The crew cut man staggers into the development room. Acting purely on instinct, I grab the future gadget number 4, motor snake from the shelf and flick the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
クリス
タイムリープしてもいいの
やれクリスマシンを動かせ
Pain flares in my right arm. Was I shot? Doesn't matter. I see the blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. Light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. Singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. Wait for me, Mighty. I won't die here. I'll cross through the time to save you. Leap, my memories, leap to the past.
止めよ